How y'all doing? I am wishing you a wonderful weekend, an upcoming week. I have lots to go over today. Holidays are fast approaching. Christmas, I do enjoy that this time of year. From a child, I love the lights. Fascinate me, the pretty lights, and it is a time that they choose to celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior. Um, Although, you know, I know that he wasn't born during this time. It is believed that he was born more in the summer, warmer months. But you know what? I celebrate him all year round. And why I like this time of year, because we get together to with family and do family activities, and you don't get to see everyone so often during the year. So family time is important to me. Gifts are nice too, but it's not the essential point for me. The gift to us was um, his birth, being born. If you are not a believer, then, just listen through it. So I'm going to go on to other topics now. So let's go into our government of the United States. I just consider this whole administration an evil entity. So many, to me, evil things are going on. I do listen and get updated. A lot of it is disturbing, and my ears know when I hear lies, and I know the truth when I see it. So there's a lot of things that are not being said and not truthful. So a lot of people are concerned about our current president, Trump. They do think he's in a health and mental decline. It is speculated that he may have dementia. And I was listening to an interesting YouTube channel that discussed, the bruising on his hand. They're saying, well, the doctor on there, because they treat so many people, geriatric, older patients, that apparently he might be getting treatment where it's like given in the hand. I guess, I don't know if it's by needle, on a monthly basis, which may cause the bruising. This is speculation, but it seems quite, possible, and that this treatment or this medication makes you very sleepy. And they have caught the president in like important meetings dozing off. And then around his eyes, the way his eyes look, they zoom in on this man. They watch his every move. It does seem like something is going on. And the things he says sometimes, and his sleep pattern is off. He's up very late at night, and on his social media, he's usually raging and, mad at a lot of people, want to destroy people's careers on TV, especially comedians, like Jimmy is it Kimmel or Fallon? I think it's Kimmel. He wants his career over with because of, he just goes and he makes his jokes and he tell it like it is, and he doesn't like what a lot of the comedians are saying, and news channels overall. Let's move on to the Vice President, J.D. Vance. There is marriage rumors that there's trouble in his marriage with his wife, and that he doesn't tend to, when he's defend his wife in a lot of things, and she doesn't look very happy. Anytime I see her like on TV and stuff, she doesn't look very happy. So and then there was rumor that she wasn't wearing her married ring. I don't know, they caught her not wearing her married ring one day, and then, they had an excuse for that. So maybe trouble in paradise. Don't know them personally, but that's that. Then we have our Cash Patel, who everybody think he's not qualified. I believe he's over the FBI and stuff. He's been doing things that's not appropriate, like we've heard that he has the SWAT team protecting his girlfriend. I think she's some kind of country singer or something like that. Um, every time his name come up, it's like some kind of scandal, and you're wondering, when they were choosing these people, did they really like read through their qualification and resume? They be talking about DEI, but those people there, I don't think they went through their resumes really good. And then this guy Pete in the Department of Defense, okay, I think it's called Department of War now. So that when you change it to Department of War, that means you're warmongers. You want to start wars all the time. Department of Defense is so much more appropriate because you're defending the United States from attacks and evil. But when you say Department of War, you make it seem like you are the one who's starting the wars. And it does seem so when you are bombing boats off Venezuela, saying they're the drug cartel, right? And when there's two survivors, you give a command to kill everyone. Why not take the survivors in and get more information? See if it was really drugs on a boat. And I was listening to someone like the amount of people on a boat, they wouldn't have that much people on a boat because you would need room for the drugs. It's just the things that are going on. It just sounds very evil to my ears. Then I heard that, or Trump, I think he fired the person that was originally hired to renovate, the big ballroom that he wants at the White House, and supposed to be getting someone else. And I'm wondering to myself, okay, if he fired him, did he pay that company for what they have done so far? Because I think he wants to expand on his plans. He wants to do more. And that's a historical building, so that means you don't care about the history. You're like erasing American history. You're not considering that. And when people get so wealthy and have so much power, it goes to their head. And you wonder, a ballroom, do you care about the people? Why don't you use that money to take care of the people in the United States? I think what they do is oppress the American people. They want it that way. It's kind of like enslavement in certain ways, but without chains. It's like, you work all the time, you have to pay all these bills, they increase the prices, they take away like healthcare privileges, make the premium higher. Crazy thing. It's slavery in another form. But it's not only, to one skin color. It's the whole United States it's the average people. You know what I'm saying? Then I heard, I forgot the guy name, he's a podcaster, that he thinks 65 is too young to retire. So basically, they want us to work until we drop. And as you know, as you age, like 50 and up, your body, your skin, your what you could do when you were 20 and 25, you have to work harder to do and even perform at that level. You understand? So I do think, in my opinion, let's say I was president, y'all, 55 would be the age of retirement. I would have to get some mathematicians and really people to calculate and make the Social Security work. I just would not just have anybody making that decision. They would have to be geniuses to make that decision. Those would be my advisors, geniuses, just not like the average Joe. That's just me. Okay, enough about the government, because I do think sometimes the government in all countries tend to be working on the evil side. I'm just saying, it just seems like it's not for the people, their people. Let's move on to entertainment. So we have 50 Cent. He did like a Diddy documentary. I haven't watched it yet. I don't know if I want to watch it because you know that man, the dark and the evil that's linked to him. I don't know if I want to watch it, but I'll consider it. I hear that 50 Cent is not 50. Actually, Diddy is not pleased with that documentary, and he sent a flowers. This is what I'm hearing. He sent some flowers to 50, but they were funeral flowers, so that's symbolic. And it seems like these two have been feuding way back. So something happened in the past. 50 knows something about this man, and I think it's from the Biggie murder. It's something in the past that we don't know anything about, but 50 Cent is not going to back down, and I'm just saying Diddy has a dark past, and it's very evil. That's all I'm going to say about that. If you want to watch it, I believe it's on Netflix. You know what I think is on Netflix too that might be a good watch? I think it's about Eddie Murphy's life. I want to watch it. I have so many things to watch, so I'll get around to it. Another entertainment, Ariana Grande, I believe she's in Wicked, she's a singer and so forth. Her fans, the public was concerned about her appearance lately because she's too thin, sickly thin. You know, there's a thin where you look healthy, and there's a sickly thin. And I have been sickly thin because I used to trouble with my hemoglobin, and when your iron is too low, you tend to drop a lot of weight, and it messes with your organs too. That's if your iron dropped too low, be very careful. You can have to have a blood transfusion because if it dropped too low, your organs can start failing. Now, also, the diet people have. As you grow older, you know your body starts to lack. You're born with all your necessary minerals in the beginning, but as you age, you start to lack minerals. Your skin start to wrinkle and all of that. Also, with your diet. And like if you are dieting, I think some people should get a nutritionist, because if you say you're a vegan, I once spoke to this doctor that sometimes her vegan patients are the most unhealthiest because they're not getting everything they need from the vegetables and whatever they're eating. So, you know, make sure you're getting your proteins and your important minerals and your vitamins, because if you're lacking, it'll start to show in your body real quick. And I noticed what I'm seeing about her, and I know she doesn't like people talking about her health and stuff, and I understand that. It's not a nice feeling. But around her eyes, compared to when she had looked healthy, it's like wrinkling. So I'm thinking she's lacking something, or she is sick and she's not aware, or she has an eating disorder. But she should just check it out. It's go to the doctor. Get those blood tests. Check yourself out, physical, and just make sure you are okay. As far as, you know, entertainers go. I wanted to get a little bit into technology as well. I know this is running a little long, but AI and all of that. It has its pros and its cons. The pros is it's helpful. The cons is that we're stopped using our critical thinking. We're dependent too much on these, you know, Chat GPT or whatever, you know, Copilot, whatever, for everything. We're not using our critical thinking enough. AI is taking away jobs. Customer service, when you call customer service, it's just all automated. It's hard to get to a real person, because I think a real person can reason more than a computer. And sometimes you really just need that human touch, you know, for empathy and sympathy. I'm not sure that AI has any of that. I don't know. But it's taken away a lot of people's jobs, like customer service jobs. A lot of companies laid off when customer service jobs used to be the safest jobs, right? Now, if you weren't able to go to college or you didn't have the money to go, some people fall back on customer service. Those jobs are going away because they're being replaced. Very few people, or they're being outsourced to other countries. So I remember when internet came in back in the 90s. If anybody remember AOL, dial up, like DSL, and there wasn't a computer in every home. We used to go to college, to the library. If you didn't have a computer in your home, you went to the library, you went to your college, your school. That's where the computers were. It has changed so much, and everything is password. That drives me insane because you have so much password, you got to remember them, and then you have to change them how many, every, I don't know, 30, 60 days, depending on, you know, what you're dealing with or the site you're dealing with. So that's what I wanted to talk to you all about today and discuss. I know I said a mouthful, but yeah, those are my thoughts for today. You all have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you again. You can subscribe, you know, like. That'll be great. And yeah, I'll see you again.